Alright, what is up guys? Back with another video. I'm not sure what the plan is for this week's video, but I'm starting this video off. I am running to the grocery store to get dry ice. I'm going to be taking the sound deadening out of the trunk of the Miata and getting ready to clean it out, scrub it, and paint it. Just because the sound deadening is soaked and I don't want it to rust through the bottom of the trunk. So that's where we're going to start this video off. So let's take a trip to the grocery store. And back from the grocery store. My local grocery store sells dry ice. I put up some shots of the inside of the trunk here to show you what the sound deadening in here looks like. Make sure whenever you handle dry ice, don't try this at home. Trained professional. But this stuff is super cold and you will get burnt. Put some on. So that it freezes. It came in a block, but I broke it up into pieces so that I could put it all over inside. Good for your lungs. But you just want to leave this sit. See, here's a piece that already froze. Breaks apart into pieces. Take out a couple of big chunks. But just make sure that if you ever have to do this, use gloves, like thick gloves that aren't going to get through and freeze your hands. I am going to let this sit for like 15-20 minutes. Whenever I come back, we are going to break it apart and I'm going to show you how well it works to remove sound deadening. It has been 20 minutes and it should, in reality, just break apart. If you do this, make sure you wear safety glasses. Piece jumped up in the glove and gave me a little bit of a sting. And it is just breaking apart. Just chipping away at it. Alright, so I have great news. Where I left the video off yesterday, we cleaned out the trunk, got all the sound deadening out of it, and this wasn't supposed to be here until Thursday, but for some reason it showed up today. It is a cam angle sensor. It is used, but it supposedly works. So we're going to get this put in and see if this fixes our issue, but let's get this put in. Yes, in the last clip, I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, but I changed because I got absolutely eaten alive by mosquitoes in 3 minutes. Gotta love Florida. But to get this off, it is a 12mm bolt. Gotta love that they gave you enough room to get in here. I may have to get a wrench for this. I grabbed a 12mm wrench. It's not any easier, not in the slightest. Do this one turn at a time. Well, after you get it loose enough, You can spin it out by hand. So that makes life easy. I really am hoping that this was the issue. And this should come straight out. So I am going to remove the ignition coil just to make sure that I can get this out. I remember where my ratchet went. It fell. It hit the ground too. So put an extension on here. It is a hot one today. So having to wear pants is horrendous. And that is the old one. And honestly, I don't think it's all internal, the reason that it just quit working. So I'm just gonna put this back in this box. I'm gonna get this one put in. I don't think there's anything that I have to do before I put it in. At least in the videos that I watched, it didn't say I did. Alright, so I finally got that in. Oh, God, that's such a pain. Alright, so I'm going to get this bolt back in it, but I'm not going to tighten it completely. I also don't have another person here to help me time this, so. But in all reality, fingers crossed, that was the issue. And I mean, if not, we'll know that that didn't fix it because it won't start up. But I'm going to get my plugs connected again. Okay, now that I'm covered in sweat, all my cables and stuff are plugged in, I'm going to move all my tools. I'm going to put this dipstick back in. I'm going to get in. I'm going to try and start the car. I'm not going to bolt them completely back in just to hold them still. Now, fingers crossed, whenever I try and start this up, it turns over. I might have the battery disconnected. This is a day later. I am back at the Miata. The battery is all charged up. I got it all put in. So I'm going to get set up on the tripod here. I'm going to attempt to start it. Fingers crossed, because I'm tired of doing this. And if it doesn't start, I have an idea on how I'm going to finish this video. Alright, so I'm going to double check all the fuses and stuff. Make sure everything is connected, wired properly. Injector, 10 amp, 30 amp. Okay, these are all on. Gonna reconnect everything. Alright, so here is the test. A moment of truth. Fingers crossed. Battery's hooked up. Alright, well, that's a bummer. Alrighty, so I'm going to skip to the next phase of this video. Alright, and the final segment of this video, I'm going to be doing a total breakdown of the cost of the Miata, everything we have into it so far. Starting price of the car, $1,000. I paid $1,000 cash for this turd. I'll start with the, we'll start with cosmetic first. The trunk carpet, the tonneau cover, the trunk, and the fuel pump cover, I bought all off of Marketplace. The trunk carpet, I paid $64. The tonneau cover, I paid $64. The center console suede that I have the center console wrapped in, I had $200 into that total, not calculating the hours that I have sanding it down and wrapping it. I paid $100 for the trunk, the rest fee trunk, with a total of $560 in cosmetic. And I probably am missing some parts and pieces that would make this total go up more, but we're not going to talk about that. Maintenance, brakes all the way around. I have $400 total. I added the cost of the brake master cylinder, the calipers, everything into that total. The lights, I have replaced most of the lights on this vehicle. I have $60 into that. Suspension, all I have so far is suspension bushings, the sway bar bushings. Have yet to put those on, future video coming. The ignition coil, I just bought that for $160. The spark plug wires I bought for $20. The spark plugs I bought for $20. The plug wires I have $40 into. Then the water pump kit, along with all those gaskets that I replaced down there. I have 100 into the fuel pump. I have 180 excess fuel line, $20, coming to a total of $1,050. Yeah, this number adds up quickly. And then moving on to the fun modifications. The exhaust, I couldn't tell you the brand of that. I found it online. I think it was on eBay Motors for $268. The IRP short shifter, I paid $480 from Drift HQ. The Ronal wheels, those technically were a trade, but doing the calculations of what I had into the old rims and tires, and these go online for like $1,800 for the set. I calculated those at $1,500. The roll bar I paid $300 for, with a total of $2,548. Drum roll, please. Grand total comes to $5,158, with the extra 1,000 added on for the price of the car. And I guarantee there is numbers missing somewhere, just because I know that I probably have more into this car. But I'm over $5,000 into a $1,000 car. But that is where I am going to end this video off. I don't have any plans for next week's video yet off the top of my head, but I do have that other piece coming for the Miata. I have the ignition control module coming, so we'll be putting that on in the next video. If that's the reason it's not running, then hopefully get the suspension bushings put on. But I am going on vacation. I'll be going to Georgia from Friday until the following Monday. So this video will be posted, and I'll most likely be on an airplane or waking up to go to the airport. But again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support. Make sure to get your merch. Follow me on all my other social medias. Get a load of this guy. Follow me on all of my other social medias. Be sure to check out all the videos every Monday at 6:30. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Who, me? Oh, this shirt? This shirt that I'm wearing? This shirt that I got from downsouthmediallc.com, where they also have another design. Yeah, that's right. downsouthmediallc.com. In all my bios and all my socials, you can now get my new t-shirt. 2 different designs, built with passion and a little rage. Or we have the Born to Die, Built to Drift skeleton design in the Miata. Sweet clothing just for you. Check them out.